start up by you guys had returned to the house after taking care of the mystery of the vanishing sheep around 9 p.m. And I think you went to sleep, and that's where we left off. So you guys wake up. It's about 8:30 or 9 a.m. So what would you guys like to do?
So where are we? We're at the...
You're back at the...
So did we sign our...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Contract?
So that's one thing that has to be done.
We discuss the contract?
Yeah. So do you guys plan on trying to get the contract hammered out then? Okay.
Yep.
You speak with Travers, and he says, very well, sounds great, and arranges the meeting in the chamber, and Aldemir comes in and sits down, and he says, all right. So I take it that you were able to help my friend and everything was successful?
Solved the problem for now.
Well, that's good news. Now we can finally talk about the contract. From 15 years ago, the last time I had a banner company, the contract was for 5 years, and any treasures brought out was split 50-50. 50 to the house, which is me, and then the 50 split between the party members. At the moment, there's only 2, so it's better than having a party of 6 as far as that goes, splitting treasure. Luckily, there are some of my scouts out and about, and there could be potentially others that may join the banner company, but still haven't heard back from them yet. That's what I lay on the table. Are there any questions or anything, concerns?
5-year contract. That's a concern.
Less for you than me. Yeah, seems long.
It's pretty standard.
I don't normally like to stick to one place. I'm kind of a wanderer.
Is there a contract on the table right now when we're talking? Or?
He has a piece of paper, and he has a quill, and he's making notes. He says, we'll formally draw this up, but I'll require signatures before we go through the process of the labyrinth accepting you two. 5 years seems like too much for you. What would you have in mind, Bethrina?
What is required of us during this time? Is it simply the option of delving, or are we required to do so?
Part of the banner of the scimitar, your job would be to protect the house, carry yourself in a honorable manner, and delve the labyrinth and bring out whatever you may find. I'm trying to, bring my house back to a place of honor. You'd be required to wear the emblem of the ivory scimitar and carry yourself in a respectable manner and abide by the laws of Roslof Keep. And anything that may come up concerning the Lord, myself, or the house would fall upon the ivory scimitars to carry out any of the tasks that may come your way.
So, is there any way out of the contract if it is signed?
Well, there's always death.
So that is the question.
Truthfully, I've never had anyone who has backed out of the contract after signing it. The process of the labyrinth recognizing you is trying. And once it's done, there is a way to break the link. But I've never seen it, and I've heard stories that it could be fatal. So it has to be something that you're ready to do. You've heard about the labyrinth your whole lives as legend. There are great, amazing things down there, but it's very dangerous. And as you can see, the other houses, they're almost as dangerous. They want to drive me out. They want me to go extinct.
Is there a way for me to sign a 1-year contract with an option to extend for the other 4 years?
A year I don't know if I would be comfortable with. I suppose that I could go to 3-year contract.
I think I might want to talk with my partner here.
I fully understand. I will leave you two to speak. I will be back in a few moments. I'll check with some daily tasks that I usually check. So it's 9 a.m., by the way, when you guys came in. Or when you woke up, it was 9 a.m.
What were we doing sleeping in so long?
You had a rough night. You guys got back at 9 p.m. after dealing with all that.
Okay.
He stands up and leaves everything where it's at and walks out of the chambers where you first met him, where the big ivory scimitar banners behind his chair and all that. And you two are alone.
Okay, so you are good with a 5-year contract?
I don't know. I still have some other questions for him. In principle, I think so. But serving his house would be second to serving my God. So that's always a consideration. Should the church call upon me? Should my God call upon me? I don't have to heed that first. Who's Emil Meinhof?
That was one of the merchants from the Merchants
Right.
Bazaar.
Maybe we could talk him down to... What did he say, 3?
3.
Yeah, I'd be better with 3. Not as long-lived as you.
I just feel that my nature is to keep moving.
Well, I don't know what your purpose is in moving, but as far as exploration goes, there'll be plenty to explore.
Okay.
So after a few moments, Travers kind of... excuse me, the master was just wondering if you had finished discussing and were ready to continue.
Are we ready to continue?
I think so.
Very well. And he left the room. And
So you know now I can't use swords.
because you're a cleric?
Yeah,
In
because I'm a
AD&D.
Osric AD&D.
Blunt weapons, huh?
Yeah, I can only use blunt weapons. So, because I used to carry short swords and all that stuff.
Lord Aldenmere returns and sits down. So have we come to a decision?
We're farther along, I think, than we were. I do have one question about... I understand the contract is binding, but, should I sign the contract, swear fealty to your house, or whatever the circumstances are? I still serve court before your house and before the Delve. So, should anything happen with the church, or should my God call me to something greater, I will have to heed that.
That's understood. I've had people who were in my employ before who had similar callings. The contract, this will sound strange, is not necessarily a contract to me. The labyrinth demands a contract. Without breaking it, soon you will hear and see wondrous things in your mind. The labyrinth will know you. And that's why standard 5 years to become more in tune with the complex. But I think 3 years might be fine if that's what you both were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So then, and he starts to kind of into the ink, scratches out 5-year, initials it, 3-year contract, 50-50 between house and parties of the banner.
is this contract solely with the two of us, or can you add people to the contract?
We can add people to the contract. It would be safer to have more in the banner going in. Especially the other banner companies have at least five to seven members. You're truly an underdog in this endeavor, but I have faith. But like I said, my associates abroad have told me that there have been people who may have the same value, who may be on their way as we speak. So are we in agreement?
I am.
Then he pushes the paper forward and asks you sign the contract. And
that's the point where I get down and my tongue sticks out the side of my mouth
and
I scratch out.
Yeah.
No. I carefully scratch my X where I was.
Reaching and do a smear.
Oh man.
So Aldenmere gets the paper back from you, and he begins to read it aloud. Contract is for 3 years. Rooms will be provided. Treasure will be split 50-50 between the house and party members, with members dividing remaining 50% of treasure valuables. Members are to protect the Mythal Standard with their lives, vigilant in the protection of the Standard and the House of Aldenmere. As per the power of the Standard, party members are to only discuss the labyrinth's secrets with the house and closest of allies. Any repairs and gear bought must be purchased by party members. Tasks asked of said company members will be under contract of the Ivory Scimitar banner and expected to be carried out to the best of company's ability. Once contracted, members will wear the emblem of the Ivory Scimitar while outside of the residence and will conduct themselves in honorable ways and with respect to local authority and laws of Roslof Keep, signed on the 4th age of 3836, Nana, 5th day of the 2nd month. And now, we'll begin the ritual. And so Travers leaves the room, and after a little bit of time comes back with a wooden case. He unlocks it, opens it up, and there is this ancient banner and pole in this, with old linen, and shows a black scimitar on it. He gestures for you both. Please take the banner out of the case and then position it in front of you where you both can hold with one hand. You do that?
Yeah.
On the top of it is what you recognize as a manticore barb. And now blood must be drawn. So you will take your hand and you will bring it down on the tip of the manticore barb. You must hold on to the banner. And then he stands back.
Does the barb look like it has blood on it already? Like dried blood or anything? Or?
No.
Oh, they must have been out there with Santa.
It's been 15 years, so.
Oh, okay.
So you do it?
Yeah.
All right. You hold on to the banner. And as the blood, you both do it. You both hold on. As the blood runs down the barb and onto the white linen of this banner, you see the blood start to like flow over it, and then it gets sucked in.
Whoa.
And you see it suck in, and you start feeling this like pounding, like your heart beating, boom, 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 in your ears and your head. And it intensifies as you're holding on to the banner. It feels like a force is pushing you underwater. Make a save versus spell.
What?
So what is that?
So that line below ability is to save versus. Spell should be the last one in the line. basically what you need to meet or beat. I'm not much better. What you need to meet or beat on a D20. Can we spend a hero point?
Yeah, you're allowed to spend hero points on any dice rolls.
Oh, or a saving throw. Okay, I'll spend a hero point.
Okay, so what does a hero point do?
You add a D6 to the roll. Oh boy, nat 20 plus 4. So I actually did better than humanly possible.
Ooh,
I did
17 plus 5.
There you go. All right, both over 20.
So you maintain your grip as you feel the hearing, like your ears plug up. Now you're just inside your head. You hear that boom, boom, boom. Black starts to creep in from the corners of your eyes as if you're like starting to black out. There's the taste of iron. It fills your mouth. It's like a taste and smell of blood. You feel tears running down your face, but you're losing feeling in your face. Your nose begins to bleed. Make a save versus polymorph.
13, I'll take it, I'll risk it. 18.
Oh, fail.
You feel this pulse, and it feels like you were hit by lightning. Like your eyes flash, and you'll take, I guess I roll for that, don't I? How much damage? 1d3 damage. Let's see. Now you roll it. 1d3 damage.
So I rolled a 5, so that's 3.
3. And so you feel her convulse.
So is that my hit points?
Yeah. Your hands feel like they're on fire. The sensation starts like crawling up your arms. Make a strength check.
So 3.
So that'd be a D20 equal under your strength.
D20. Okay.
So I'm looking for under my...
Oh no, my rolling tie has now fucked me.
I'm
that was
looking
2
for...
20s, I failed. You're looking at or below?
Nope, and I'm over my strength.
So at this point, it feels like the banner has a life of its own. It feels like it's like doing this, and you're both struggling with each other and convulsing. So the question enters your mind, do I hold on or do I let go?
I'll hold on. I'll try
Hold
to.
on.
Hold on. Okay. So that is 1d6 of damage.
What?
You both take 1 damage. Your veins are on fire. As you look down, you can almost see that they're turning black under your skin. You don't know if you're hallucinating. You feel that you might die. They're screaming in your ears. Save versus paralysis.
50-50 for me. Oh!
I need to add another... I can use another hero
That's
point?
up to you. It's up to you. Those, I don't remember if they go away or...
You get them back every level, but...
Okay,
that
yeah.
could
use
take a
another.
while.
So you had failed it?
Well, no, because I can do it after the roll is made, but before results are applied.
Oh, I
So-
didn't need it.
I did it.
Okay. You're maintaining yourself. You had felt your hands wanting to like clamp onto the pole, but you were able to just hold on. You had that feeling like, I feel like I want to like clamp on. You feel like your life force and the banner are sharing the same space. That you're one and the same with this entity. And you both, since you're facing Aldemir, you see him and you can see him mouthing. You can't hear anything, just your heartbeat and the blackness, you know. And he's like, and then there's this freezing rush that comes over you, like the coldest winter you've ever experienced in your life. And it's crawling up your spine. And save versus polymorph.
No!
Oh my gosh.
I make it with a 16. Yeah, you can't hero point out of that.
I got a 1.
You got a 1?
Every time I've added, I
You haven't needed it, and yeah.
So you are able to maintain. All of a sudden, you feel this in your lower back, this like that, and it feels like shards of ice penetrating your spine, and you take 1 damage. Your vision blurs into a dark passage. Down steps into a strange complex, flying faster than you've ever moved in your life. You see room after room after room after hall downstairs. Humanoid creatures look up from what they're doing as if they can see you, and they howl. Roll 3d6, both of you.
Oh my god. Total it up.
Yes.
10.
6.
Okay? You hear this unfamiliar voice. You understand what it says, but you understand it's not human. And it just says, "Welcome, heroes." There's a brief flash, and it throws both of you away from the banner, and you slide across the floor. And the banner just remains upright. And your heart's racing. And he looks down at you and he says, "I'm sorry." And it's done. So, at this point, you've been linked to the labyrinth. Now the banner is... Travers and Aldemir comes in and they lay the banner back in the case and close it. And they say, "As soon as you're ready, the banner will be waiting for you to take." And then they leave the room.
Oh.
So you're both on the ground.
Okay, just walk out, man. Oh, jeez. Jeez. I'll get up.
I'm going to need to regain my strength.
Obviously, I think both of us will. Though you may have suffered a little more than I did. I'll cast Cure Light Wounds.
Okay.
I'll work it up again.
I think that's like
D8?
1d8?
Yep. 6. You get 6 back.
Thank you.
So this takes some time for you guys to get your wits back. You have a nose, blood that's crusted at your nose, in the corners of your eyes. You guys have never felt anything like that before. It felt almost, it was a violation, for sure. But your hearing and everything returns, and so now what do you do?
Well, I'd like a little time to recover as well before we go any further. I don't know if there's any other business the house has at the moment, but I need at least a day to recover.
Anything that you're feeling like doing?
We gave all that crap back to the guy. Yeah, we did, huh? The merchants and all that. We stopped on the way and gave the merchants all the crap.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. Well,
Do we still have to, I think we did this all before, but do we have to still repair our weapons and stuff?
You repaired before you went into the... Yeah, you have to.
No, we did repair when we came back, didn't we?
No, because you'd have to go to when you did his test dungeon, the next day you repaired. Then you went to that crypt or whatever, and then you came back and slept, and that's today. So there is that.
Okay.
There's that. I'll give you the magic sword, because I'll say it strictures in my faith prevent me from using this weapon, but I think it will serve us well should we encounter anything that might be harmed by mundane weapons.
Saying you want to take a day to rest.
Yeah. In other words, I need a day to, maybe get a hit point back. Maybe, I don't know, and definitely get a spell back. But I don't know if you're gonna go. I give you my equipment.
Yeah, so I can go get the weapons fixed.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember how much it costs, but I'll give you gold as well.
Okay. So you stay in the house, and you make your way over to the...
Am I still level 1?
Yes. You guys still have the experience points that you've got.
Oh, how much experience? Because I don't
I
have
have
anything.
430 written down.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Yes. Total XP 430.
Okay, 430.
But you're still level 1 because all that changed going to 1E.
Yeah, we're not gonna level at the same rate either.
Mm-hmm.
I'm slow, huh?
Slower rate. I think so. So you're going to the Honest Blade Smithy then, like you originally went to.
Mm-hmm.
It's because you're a better class.
Yeah, as you make your way over there, you notice that crowd again by the labyrinth's mouth. And there's a banner or two stuck in there. And there's people kind of milling about, sitting there. They have kind of, some of them have like a plank around their neck that has the symbol of the house. Kind of cloth banners and things like that. You make your way over to the smithy.
You're gonna level at 2250, and I level at 1550. But he's got an extra hit die on me, etc., etc.
Side. You don't see him over by the forge and all that stuff. So you head in. Yeah. So you head in. Jarl Hammer Shoes in there. Ah, back! I take it the gear stood up to what you had planned?
It did, but it does need a little repair.
Well, I will definitely take a look at him. He takes your gear. And so what is it you're repairing?
What did you give me your...
Heavy Warhammer, because I didn't use the other one, and my hauberk, my male hauberk, my male shirt, and large shield.
And...
Wait, did I get hit? I don't think I have to repair my armor. Like, if it didn't get hit, right?
If you didn't get hit.
So I just give you my large Warhammer then. My heavy Warhammer.
Okay.
Okay. Again, the Warhammer is 1.5 gold piece to repair.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
My bow and my short sword.
Okay. That'll be... Now, you only have one. You had 2 last time. Do you have 2 still? Just 1? That's just 1 gold piece. Any armor repair for you today?
No.
In your bow, give that a silver piece. And should have these ready by the end of the day.
Okay.
You leave the gear with Blacksmith. Is there anything else you want to do? No? Back to the house then, or past some vendors and things like that. Make your way back to the house.
I can't remember what we told those guys, like, I can't remember what I told them about, like, getting me equipment or something, or they were going to give me special prices on something, or, because I was like, oh, you don't need to pay me now, but...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I extracted some kind of promise from him.
Yeah, and he was going to come check in at the house or something?
I don't remember.
Something like that. So you're in the house. Anything at all you want to do with Rena? No? So we can go ahead and go to the next day. Do you guys have any plans of what time you want to wake up? Anything like that?
How does getting hit points back naturally work?
1 hit point a day, natural.
Okay.
If it's like subdual damage, then it's 1 an hour.
Right. Okay, then I'm healed and I got my spell back, which will be Cure Light again.
Okay. So the end of the day comes and you get the equipment, make your way back, and it's getting dark and there's torches over. You can see that this is like the main event for the Roslof Keep. There's still a banner. You can't quite see from the distance which house it is, but there's still a banner. 2 other ones were there earlier, now they're gone. There's still one. So one company is still down in there as of 8 o'clock in the evening. But when you came home the first time and you went to your room, you saw your emblem that you can attach to a cloak or whatever, apply to wherever of the ivory scimitar company.
Yeah, I would attach it to my clothes.
So, and we get free room and board, so we have eaten, right?
Yes. Let me look at the contract again. What does it say?
I think it said free room and board. Room and board included, didn't it?
It better. I think it did.
Rooms will be provided.
No board?
No board, as far as you know. It wasn't in the contract anyway. So,
can we ask the helper guy, what's his name?
Travers?
Travers, if dinner will be provided or if we are meant to find our own.
So you go about the house and try to find Travers then?
Yes.
So you find him kind of like rearranging stuff in one of the rooms. Yes, anything you need?
Yes, I was wondering if dinner will be provided or if we are able to use the kitchen to prepare our own food.
Well, he kind of leans in. He goes, well, by the contract, not exactly, but I think there may be a little something in the kitchen if you're hungry that you can scrounge up. Most of the time, though, you may want to figure that out for yourself. We won't have much here because it was just the master before you came along. But there is a little something in the kitchen.
Thank you very much.
All right. He goes back to his business, so.
Better than nothing.
Don't want to spend my rations when we're...
Yeah, save those for the dell.
And before bed tonight, is there a plan you guys are going to have a plan for tomorrow or whatever? What time you're getting at, all that kind of stuff.
I think that we should get going early before the break of day.
Works for me.
Okay. At this point, you can make preparations, make sure that you have the gear that you're going to bring with you. I figured I'd mention it now because 5e is so different from 1e that it's like a lot of this stuff that you take for granted. It's like, well, I just want to remind you because...
Okay, so I have just kind of outside of the game. I have a backpack, a bedroll. I have a crowbar, hammer, climbing gear, flint and steel, water skin, rations, boots, cloak, clothes, money pouch, quiver for my arrows, and I have a whetstone for my arrows and short sword. Is there anything else that I need?
I don't know, because I have spikes and hammer and oil and 10-foot pole and rope and torches.
Yeah, I have
So
rope and...
I don't know what I can think of, but I'm sure we'll discover stuff as we go.
You guys have developed your plan. You're ready to call it a day then. And I mean, you could always do it tomorrow. I'm just saying, you know, these are just things to think about.
Right.
And whenever you guys are ready, then around what time you want to get up then?
When is, 5 a.m. or something? Yeah.
You go 5 a.m. You wake, there's a chill in the air. You had your window open. Cool breeze is coming in. The sun has not come up yet. And you both awake in your chambers.
Okay. Get up, see what we can scrounge in the kitchen before departing.
Okay. There's like half a loaf of bread on the counter. It almost feels like, I think that, you know, you might get the impression that maybe Travers had forgotten and left this half loaf of bread out
Oh, okay.
on the table.
All right.
But everything else is pretty much, there's nothing really there.
Oh, okay. I'll take that.
Okay. You eat that or
Sure.
whatever.
Yeah. Eat it on the way. Split.
Split it. Okay. All right. Then what's the plan?
Fill our water skins before we go, stuff like that. Well, I don't know. What is the plan? Are we going to try and?
So there's like
we would need the banner, right? This would be a whole thing if we were going to try and go into the labyrinth, or do we?
Yeah, you'll need the banner for sure. You won't be able to get in otherwise.
Yeah.
Outside a game, there's order of events, right? So the party decides which direction to travel, or what to do, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did a bunch of this rolling yesterday, just so I wouldn't have to do it today. I'll do it starting next time we play, but I have to roll for random people and all that stuff. So at this point, it's just deciding what the game plan is for the day.
Are we going to go ahead?
Can we go out and kind of scout the area, see if there are still the banners that were there last night are there? If
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. I mean, we could do that. I was even thinking if we aren't ready to go down there, we could go kind of wander around and check on like bandits if they were still outside. Yeah, anything like that. Yeah, to see how well or poorly the other companies had done. Maybe yesterday as well. I don't know. People are probably gonna pick on us anyway because of our
party
loyalties.
size?
No, our loyalties to Elden's house. And probably because there's only two. So.
Okay.
If only there was another person.
Yeah.
Or maybe another couple people.
Maybe
that
they're on their
insane or stupid.
Crazy. All right. So what's the plan? What are you guys gonna do?
I think walk around, see if there's any buzz, see if there are more or less banners at the opening.
Going to?
Yeah, we want to go.
All right. You taking your gear with you, or are you just going out?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to take my bedroll.
You leaving the banner?
Yeah, we'll leave the banner. But I'll take, my backpack as normal underneath my cloak.
Okay. Head out the door and start making your way towards the entrance. And, I mean, it's still dark. There's still lantern light, kind of in certain areas to illuminate where you're walking and stuff. But there's no banners. There's no companies in the labyrinth at the moment. You just see the big head and the mouth open and that pink membrane that's there. You see some people laid out against, buildings and stuff, probably drunks.
Oh, okay.
People who are sick, maybe, whatever.
Is there any buzz about town? I know it's early, but...
Well, you wouldn't know at this point. You're not hearing anybody talk because there's not anybody who's out is passed out or...
That was my question.
Yeah. So you can see guys who are doing the morning throw the rotten cabbage in the wagon kind of stuff. Cleaning the keep streets.
Emptying slot buckets and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Not the people poop in D&D, but...
Yeah.
Okay. I will say, well, we could go look around outside the keep. If there's anything else afoot. So if there's any of those, what are they called? Dim sums or the tin sums? The tin sums.
Oh, the tin sums.
Yeah.
You guys make your way outside the keep then?
Since everybody else is asleep,
Yeah, you head over towards the main gate to come out. There's a couple guards there. And as you're up awfully early today.
Always like an early start. Quiet night?
Somewhat. All right, there was one of the companies was down there pretty late last night. Is the banner still there, or did they?
No,
they made
there are no banners there.
Yeah, you'd have to be pretty crazy to have to stay down there overnight. So So I take it you want to go outside the keep then?
Yeah, we were gonna
Okay.
check on things. We ran afoul of some bandits yesterday, so.
Really?
Hmm.
Well, be careful.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a guy you haven't recognized, not those two
Right.
that were giving you a hard time. So he just kind of goes about his business and, gives the signal up top, everything's good, and opens the gate, and you're able to make your way over the bridge, and then... Or are you staying on this side of the bridge, or what are you planning?
I kind of wanted to go back to like near the ruins that we were at before, and I don't know, just look around, just get a better lay of the land.
Okay.
See if there's any other fissures that had opened up or anything weird, that we might spy.
So you're heading over to that temple then, where you guys came from?
Yeah.
Okay. It's pretty uneventful. There's more people out than in the keep, but again, they're passed out drunks. There's guys
Outside? Just laying outside?
well up against buildings. They're not out in the street or anything, but they're by the crates of garbage and things like that. Mm-hmm. There's guys who are cleaning debris and horse shit out of the road and stuff like that, kind of scraping it out of the way. Daily task stuff. People who are coming in from the outside with their cages of chickens and stuff like that maybe they're trying to sell, You get over to the... you head over that area where you were ambushed in the woods. No activity. Okay. No smoke, no fires. The bodies look like they've been... like animals have fed on them.
That's fine.
So, or didn't you bury them?
I think I made a cairn for them. I don't know.
Okay.
I wouldn't have buried them.
Yeah, I remember you did something.
Well, I give them a blessing.
That's right. Yeah, you guys make your way over. The sheep. There's somebody off in the distance. The sheep are moving around out in the field. So anything in particular
Is it still collapsed? Like there's like anybody's no activity, like everything looks the same as we left it when we escaped?
Yeah, that area still looks like it's all caved in, collapsed in.
Now how do we go about like identifying magic items in this? Like how do we figure out what that sword does? We just know it's magic.
The sword, did I tell you what the sword did?
No.
Oh, I didn't, huh? You would have to take it to the inside the keep. There's the magician's... what's it called? Let me look it up real quick.
Wizard's Conflict Tower?
Yep. You'd have to go there and have someone maybe identify it.
Okay. Well, we can do that.
Yeah. That looks like your best bet, unless there's something down in the town. I don't think there is, though.
I don't know. We haven't explored it. Okay, so we're out here by the abandoned temple?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. I think I pictured it more like out in the middle of nowhere. Have we gone to the windmill?
No. We haven't gone to the windmill.
Oh, I see. And the crypt entrance was on the... What is this, like a... theater?
Yeah, I think it's a... Let me look. You look at it, and it reminds you of where they put on plays and where sometimes
it looks like
towns would have...
Looks like a Shakespearean theater.
Yeah.
Like a... What do they call it?
Like a playhouse or something.
What do they call it?
Anything you're doing?
I'm just sort of tagging along, looking around.
If we've killed enough time, maybe we can just go back and get your sword identified and then go into the labyrinth.
Yeah. Is that the plan then?
I think so. Yeah.
Make your way back through town. There's more activity happening, and you're making your way over to the Wizard's Conclave. You come up to this white tower. You make it back into the keep. It's been about 2 hours there and back. There is a robed man out front of the doors and says, "May I help you?"
Well, we have this sword, and we were hoping that you might be able to tell us anything about it.
Do you let him see it? You hand it to him and stuff?
I let him see it. I don't hand it to him.
You see his eyes kind of widen. He goes, I'm not sure. I've only seen in books this design, the way the hilt and everything is. I think you'll probably have to speak with my master. He's up at the very top. Molo will be expecting you. And with that, the door behind him goes and opens up.